a type of energy. And if we drink from this water, and then there's other things like monoatomic gold and all type. There's other things, but we had a natural grid design to how we were living. Also, inside there was certain berries, fruits, spices, plants, herbs, etc. That was also alluding in our ability to be beyond. Uh, I don't know if you guys ever watched the movie Dune, but go watch the movie Dune. One of the greatest things that are done in the movie Dune is spice. And then when you look at Columbus and you look at and Dune was about Columbus and all the motherfuckers, but whatever. But when you look at a lot of the greatest things that were taken, it wasn't necessarily gold. It wasn't necessarily that's like the bluff. It was the plants. Now, when you get deep into specific like healing and specific shamans and you get deep into specific people that know the roots, plants were the number one thing. It was the number one thing in like maneuvering in the space. Like, you get deep into shit like Palo Santo, or you get deep into shit like sage. Today's time, all we know is Palo Santo and sage. Right? It was way more things than just Palo Santo and sage. There was way more berries. There's way more things than just mushrooms that make you fucking see shit. There's way more plants. There's way more spices. There's way more herb. Even think about the movie Dune. It was about the spice that gives you ability to see the future. A spice, a specific type of seasoning that gives you the ability to see the future. But there's all type of things. But all these things were confiscated. And a lot of these things were confiscated. So you take the spices, you take the herbs, you take the plants, you take all our everything that we naturally used in the wild. Then you take the gold, the silver, the diamonds, the rubies, everything we ever had that was all in the ground that we walk on. You take all of it. Now we're rendered powerless because we no longer work inside our own grid of energy. Like, it was a cycle of energy that we worked in. So you take all of it. After you take all of that, now we are rendered powerless. You can attack physically, but we are still too strong for you to attack physically. So you have to play friend. And I learned playing friend is one of the worst things that they do. Play friend. So they played friend. Hey, we're friends. We just come in peace. We want to be friends. After they played friends, they weakened us with disease. Before they even step foot on land, they come to the land and they let out biologically created animals. Rabbits ain't real. Rats are not real. They all created in the lab, and mosquitoes. These are things that y'all don't know. Mosquitoes, rats, and rabbits are all created in a lab. They're not real. They don't exist anywhere. You can go roaches, you can go a few more things. Broccoli not real. It's a lot of things that's just not real. Cauliflower, there's a lot of things that's just not real. No, and a lot of things were engineered as weapons. Rabbits was engineered as weapons to destroy crops. They were engineered in the lab as weapons to destroy crops. Mosquitoes was engineered in the lab to spread disease. A lot rats were engineered to help spread disease. This is something that y'all really not like. All right. Once we were weakened by disease. After we were weakened by disease, we were rendered defenseless. After once again, but we're so nice, we're humble people. We let everybody else to the cookout. We were rendered defenseless, so we said, "Hey, man, pull up." They pulled up. We made first contact. They played as friends. Hey, we're here. We want to shake hands. We want to eat with your people. We love you guys. Let's just make contact. Just saying is the simple laws of the movie Avatar. If you never seen the movie Avatar, just watch it. You got fake black people that's really white people under it. You already seen silicone masks and all type of shit. You can go pay literally you can go pay like $5,000 right now and get a silicone mask and be a whole actual black person. This facts. But you go deeper than that, like consciousness shift and transfers are real. It's been real for numerous times. You go deeper than that. All right. So infiltrate by posing as us for one. And then secondly, the ones that posed as us convinced the other ones that were really us to say, "Hey, man, maybe we should actually just, and even, Marvel is telling you about shapeshifters and all type of other shits, whatever, whatever. But even the ones who posed as us told the other ones, well, maybe we should just invite them over, man. They not as bad as it seems. So we invite them over. And when we invite them over, what did they do? This is all fact. What did they do when we invited them to the cookout? They said, "Thank you for feeding us. Here are some sheets and blankets. Hope you guys sleep good. Here's some sheets and blankets and sweaters. I hope you guys sleep very good. It's kind of cold outside, so the next morning, trillions of niggas woke up dead. Next morning, max niggas woke up dead. And I know what y'all saying. Why the fuck you gonna wake up dead? Well, how waking up dead works, as soon as you wake up, you're dead. So niggas was like, oh, it's a good morning. Once they weakened us from that aspect, then they start to bring in physical contact. Physical contact is okay. All of the strongest, all of the main people that we need are down. Let's send the army. They work in waves. They send the army. Then after they send the army, they send all the stupid niggas that run and battle. And after all the battle niggas die, because they use them niggas like a chessboard. It's the same way chess work. I don't even play chess, and I understand how chess works. Okay, you send all the pawns. That's all the young dumb niggas that we're gonna fight for our country. Yeah, send all the pawn niggas. They all get killed. Now, if you send upon niggas, you send the next wave of sergeants and armies and special op niggas. So how the chessboard work, you got the army, who is the pawn. Then you got the fucking Navy SEAL niggas, who is like the rooks. Then you got like the super special hitman, who is like the fucking pawns and shit like that. Then you got like the sergeant and general niggas, who's the knight, whatever. Then you got the king and queen, whatever. However, the chessboard goes the same way. Right? It works the same way. Everybody's protecting the king or queen or bishops, whatever. It works the same way. All right, cool. Also, in the chessboards are racist too because who goes first? If anybody plays chess, you know this. Who go first on the chessboard? Exactly. All right. So after we were weakened, what they did was they came inside the families and they killed off all the adults, but not specifically the adults. What they did was they will find the strongest or the man that whoever we looked up to in the community, they would take him and make an example out of him to put fear in everyone else. That's it. Many ways. They would rape them. They would torture them. They would chop their dicks off. They would do all type of fuck shit. This is all written. It's all there. You can go look at all of this. It's all there. They chop a nigga dick off right in front of his son. It's all there. Or they were rape. It was buck breaking. It's there. Buck breaking. It's all there. Okay. History. It's this is something that most white people don't want to talk about because most white people just want to move forward and just let's just move forward, guys. It's just we're gonna put it all blatantly here. Okay. Buck breaking. So after they buck broke everybody and they put the fear in everybody, they killed off all the adults and they kept specific breeding males. Breeding males. White people started gay shit. I just want to put that in the world. Like gay is not natural to black people. I'm just put that in the world. That's some shit y'all brought. This is 100% facts. Like when you niggas was in Rome and Greece and Spartacus, the movie Spartacus and all that shit, that's y'all. And I'm gonna tell you why white people are gay and why white people created gayness. White people created gayness because majority of white women back then were shaped just like niggas. So it didn't matter if you fucked a nigga or a bitch, it's the same shit. Most white men and white women back then in that time were shaped. We were talking about before white people started eating cornbread and all type of black shit. You nigga was shaped like parsley sticks. It's facts. And to this day, there's a lot of white women that just shaped like parsley sticks and celery. And it's facts. So if you a man back then, a white man, and you look at a man butt and you look at a woman butt, you don't know the difference. See, in the black community, we clearly seen the difference. We like, oh, she got curves and hips and ass. Okay, that's a woman. That's a nigga. But in y'all scenario, the men and the women looked the same. And we're talking about before breast implants, because a lot of white women actually have breast implants and have always had breast implants since the 90s. So just think before breast implants, there was no titties or no ass. It's just straight flat up and down bodies, like the Mona Lisa looking bitches. So let's just be honest. So if you got a bitch that got no titties, no ass, you don't give a fuck what's the difference between the nigga and the bitch. So that might be why white people started gay shit. All right. Now moving forward from that, once black people were weakened, once black people were weakened, all the men were destroyed. Once the men were destroyed, the the next thing that was a sin, one of the worst crimes ever. You know what's the worst crime to this day and was the worst crime? And it's actually punishable by death, and it's still punishable by death today, right now. You know what that crime is for black people? Do anybody know what that crime is? It was the worst crime right now that you could possibly commit as a black man. Anybody know? Do y'all want me to say it or y'all want to keep guessing? Learning. 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 Actually learning. Just learning. 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 At one point in time, owning a book would get you killed. So just put this into perspective. After we were wiped And when I say wiped, I mean like legitimately wiped. All our elders was wiped, and they to breed with the females to have children, multiple amounts of children. The children grew up without no sense of who we were. We didn't have the right food. We didn't have the right language. We didn't have the right anything. Only thing that was passed down to us is the things that we knew in the slave field, like the slave songs, this little light of mine. Certain things were passed down, a certain glimpse of memory, but and certain things in the DNA, but everything was wiped from us of us not knowing where we came from, who we are, what, nothing. So once we were wiped clean, memory slate, learning was the greatest crime ever. Learning. If you knew how to learn, not read, fuck read. If you knew how to learn, you actually could have found out what they did. And if you found out what they did, you could have done something about it. And if you could have done something about it, you could have fucked up their plan. So learning. And they also knew that learning could be contagious. So what they did was they made an example out of niggas who tried to learn. Until this day, in 2020 fucking one, they still make examples out of niggas who try to learn. Or niggas who try to make the world different. Or niggas who try to speak something different. I wait for it. Like you, I'm not gonna lie. I know my day coming. I'm just keeping it real. That's why I do so many lives, so y'all can have some shit to look forward to when it's all said and done. I know it's coming. I know there's a great responsibility that come with saying the things that I say. I know that. There is a great there is some white nigga right now in this shit that work for the people right now saying, we gonna plot some shit out. We gonna get one of his homies. We gonna get somebody close to him. We gonna set it up and make it seem like it was some internal beef, some typical hood shit, some back. We gonna set it up. There's somebody in here calculating right now, 100%. I know it. I'm 100%. Simple. But every nigga who tried, they got it. Every nigga who tried, Nip, XXX, Dr. Savy, Lisa Left Eye, Prodigy, Pac. The list goes on. We could just name all the way down the line of niggas who tried to give the world this message. They're all dead, every last one of them. Every last one of them. Michael Jackson, the list goes on, every last one of them. So like I said, there is a great responsibility that come with this. And the minute you pick up this baton, you got to understand what's to come. All right. Now going back to the design, learning. Learning was valued as one of the worst things you can possibly do at that time. If you got caught with a book or anything on you, you were literally hung in the public or made an example out of. If you got caught reading, your tongue was probably burnt or chopped off, or fingers, or something was done to you to show the rest of the fucking slave field, you bet not read. After that, the very next thing that was given to us was the Bible. If you guys are going to learn how to read, here's a God for you to believe in, and here's a Bible for you to read. Read this Bible, learn these ways. And you see this man right here, this white man right here? This is your God. And you shall always look at people that ain't the color of you as God, even though the Bible says he's your color. But you're so stupid that you can see that it says he's your color, but we're going to give you this other image and you're going to believe it anyway. You're going to override what your eyes see. And if you keep praying, if you just keep if you just keep praying over and over, one day he'll bless you with a nice hot meal. No, you won't get out of slavery or bondage, but if you keep praying, he'll bless you with a nice hot meal. So make sure you say your grace before the food. You know what's the craziest shit ever? I seen my grandmother pray over chitlins. That's like saying, "Dear God, I want you to make sure there's no poison in this dog shit. I know it's dog shit, Lord, but just make sure we eat this dog shit nice and safe, and you make sure you just watch over it." At that moment, I knew how deeply we were fucked. I was 4 years old. No, 5. 5 years old. At that moment, I knew how deeply fucked we was. How you gonna pray over chitlins? And till this day, right now in 2021, black people still eat chitlins. You gotta be out your cotton picking mind to eat a bowl of dookie intestines. No, 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 no. We ain't about to say no stupid shit like if you put hot sauce on it, it's good. No, no, no. Listen, listen, listen. Just, just, just hear me out. You gotta literally be in so much form of DNA altered slavery to even wrap your mind around the thought, I'm gonna eat some dookie strings. Like you gotta legitimately have altered slave DNA. No, listen, there is so many things to eat in the world today. No, hold on. My nigga, you could buy Thai ramen, you can make a sandwich, not a sandwich, a sandwich. You can make a sandwich, you can make Thai ramen, you can make my nigga peanut butter and jelly. I mean, it's so many things in the world to eat right now. If you gotta fix your brain to trick yourself into saying, I'm gonna make some chitlins today in today's time, that is literally slave altered DNA. You are literally trained and programmed to believe that dookie is good. I don't mind a little bacon strip or two. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, I ain't Muslim. I eat a bacon strip or two. You feel me? Double cheeseburger. Let me get the double cheeseburger, double bacon cheese. Every blue moon. I don't mind eating a steak or some blue moon, a little filet mignon, a little something, something, a little blue moon. I don't mind eating a chicken taco, a little blue moon. But I ain't, my nigga, I'm 5 years old. I walk in the house. I said, who the fuck dookie? Somebody shit it. It smells like shit. The whole house smells like shit. You go in the kitchen, you see him grabbing dookie out of the like intestines, dookie pulling. Just and their brain into saying if you clean it good, it don't stink no more. Bitch, you crazy. It stank when it's cooked. It stank when you put hot sauce on it. It stank when you shit it out. It smell like double dookie. When you take a shit, it smell like dookie with dookie in it. It always stank and it never not stink. You got to be fucked up, mentally fucked up, like in a double layer loop-de-loop to tell yourself that this shit don't stink. Y'all laughing, but it's real people out here that still eat chitlins. And that really bothers me. It hurt my soul beyond measure that there's people out here that'll feel, there's people out here that'll cook chitlins as a celebration. That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is the spookiest shit ever. All right. So after they gave us the Bible, we started learning the Bible and we started learning how to breathe. And then one of the main things that they would teach us inside the Bible is one specific chapter. And that chapter is based off the fact that you should fear your slave master the same way you fear God. First of all, I'm going to just say this. They got us fearing God. No, nothing in the black religious text or any text or anything in the black, or should I say brown, or should I say aboriginal or nobody feared God. God should never be nothing to fear. Never. So in any of the black scripts, niggas like, oh, that go Horus over there. Shit, what's the deal, Horus? Shit, nothing. Shit, about to go get some water. What you on, G? Shit, nothing. Shit, look at that nigga. That nigga, falcon head ass nigga. What you say? Nothing. I heard you. Yeah, keep shooting jokes, nigga. I'm gonna cut that water off. Yeah, keep playing. But no, for real. Look, I'm trying to stay serious, but I'm getting mad, so I gotta throw some humor in there. But no, so they say you should fear God, but the God that they created in the Bible is also them, because they God. Any nigga that teach you your language, give you your food, or give you everything that keep you alive, that's God to you. Now you got to understand, they are in the role of God. They control weather. This something y'all don't understand. They control weather, they control sound, they control heat, ice, cold, temperatures, they control everything. That's deeper than what y'all think. So there may be gods, and then there may be artificial gods. That's another thought to think about. There may be actual. What if we got some actual gods, but they got our gods in slavery too? Like, what if they got our god? They do got them. They do. It just made sense to me. Immortals. Fucking movie Immortals. All they bunk ass gods, Protheus and Athena, and all they bunk ass gods. All of the white niggas in shining armor and all that. And then, if you think about it, in the movie Immortals, they had the strong black niggas locked in a cage, tied up like slaves. The real Jesus is probably somewhere in a cage. Horus in a cage, Anubis in a cage. All our God niggas probably they probably got them niggas locked at the bottom of the Vatican, nigga, 1,000 stories deep. Remember how they had Magneto? Remember how they had Magneto and X-Men? They probably got all our guys locked all the way down to that down somewhere, locked up. Horus probably eating bird food. On God, they throw the nigga some policies. Nigga talk about, I'm gonna get out of here one day. On my mama. Ah! Policy is good though. Shit, let me get two more of them. That's gonna be my next merch. Free the homies. On God, I'm gonna have Anubis, Horus, Black Jesus, all the guys locked up in shackles. Free the homies. That's gonna be my next merch. I'm making that. That's my official next hoodies and shirts. Free the homies. Nah, that's fire. All right. So moving forward from that, here we are going from being destroyed. No, listen. We went from being destroyed mentally and physically globally. After we were destroyed mentally and physically globally, we said, okay, dear white people, y'all won. We can't do shit about it. We just want a little bit of peace and space. We gonna try to feel me. We gonna go to school. We gonna learn y'all ways. We gonna learn English. We gonna learn Spanish. Whatever we need to learn, we gonna learn it. But we gonna do it y'all way. And we just gonna have a few little communities that just pertain to us. You know what they did with every single community that we had? They bombed it, or either flooded it, or either put a park over it. Black Wall Street, now a freeway. Central Park, which was originally a black environment. Central Park, New York, Central Park was a black neighborhood. Now it's covered up, Central Park. And the list goes on of all of these big old places that they covered up with their parks and monuments and names and ECT. So not only did we agree and accept what y'all did and just wanted a little Seneca Village, most definitely. I wanted people to Google it, but you got it. Not only did we accept their conditions and tried to live in a state where we knew the rules wasn't good for us, we just wanted a little bit of something. They bombed or destroyed everything we had and covered it up, aka gentrified. So after everything we had and all the main things that we had got covered up, the next thing that was incorporated, no, look, I'm gonna tell you. So as the slaves were on the field, we're going to backtrack a little bit. As the slaves were on the field, the slave master started to say this: "Hey, man, hey, hey, Joe, come here, Joe. What up? Look at them over there. What are they doing? They're singing. and dancing, and they seem to love it. And then the big one over there, he's starting the songs. I mean, it's nice tune and all, but they love it. What you think about that, Joe? Hmm. Hmm. What if we give him a stool and make him seem taller than the rest of them? Then they can look up to him. Then if they look up to him, what if we tell him what to say? And if we tell him what to say, they'll do it. Okay. We got a meal for him every night. What's his name? Bucky Jackson. Bucky, come here, Bucky. Huh? Huh? Bucky, did you read anything today, Bucky? No, sir. No, sir. I didn't read nothing, sir. I was never read. Never. Just like I taught you, boy. Well, Bucky, listen here. We got a plate for you, Bucky. We got a big bag of plate, a bag of potatoes, the first bag. This is where the bag came from. You know, niggas be like, yo, get the bag. We got a bag for you in the meal. So this is where the bag and the $1,000,000. That's why black people love saying I got the bag, and black people love saying I got a meal because it was offered to us in a bag of potatoes and a fresh meal. This is why black people affiliate with the bag and the meal. Literally. This is not a troll story. This is a real story, but I just switched things. This is an actual real story. We got a meal for you, Bucky, and we got a bag of potatoes for you. You got a book? The food good? The food is real good, Bucky. Is it chilling? Ain't no chillin', Bucky. You gonna eat like us. Okay. So listen here, Bucky. All you got to do is whatever we tell you to sing it, Bucky, and you will be able to get this food every night. And Bucky was like, okay. So you know what they said? Hey, Bucky, you should say this when you get back to the field. We gonna stay on this slave plantation forever. Ooh. And Bucky said, okay. Hey, y'all, I got a new song to sing. They was like, oh, let me hear it, Bucky, let me hear it. It goes like this. We gon' stay on this slave plantation forever, forever. Ooh, we gon' stay in this slave plantation forever, ever. Ooh, we gon' stay in this slave plantation forever. Right? They got the whole world singing it. Right? Whole slave field singing it. And they know says, all right. So we got Bucky to say what we gonna need him to say. And we can actually turn this into a building, a business. Actually, let's have him perform in the bar next time. It's kind of hot out. So instead of them performing, we can have him perform in the bar. This was the first show. This is how shows started. So now Bucky is performing this song in the bar. Everybody's watching. Well, maybe we should take this show up the road. This is how tours start. I'm gonna take the show up the road. Now Bucky is on the whole mission singing this slave plantation song to everybody. One thing about black people, we love rhythm. Sometimes we don't even hear the words. We love rhythm. Black people is very vibey. We really fuck with rhythm sometimes more than the words. So sometimes it's easy for us to program ourselves like like without subconsciously knowing that we're programming ourselves. Sometimes we just vibe out to some shit because the vibe feel good. Hey, turned up, had a fucking nigga. Don't be so peace for the trouble niggas. Niggas run beats like the good ain't. Won't peace run niggas should be like, hey, this my shit, man. Nigga on God, I'm turned. And then before you know it, you subconsciously programming yourself into fucking around and doing the shit that the song's saying, not even knowing it. So musically, this where music clicked in. They start finding people and start paying them a meal or the bag. Long as you say these things. What y'all don't understand about this music industry, and I'm not afraid to say this, most of these hit records been hits. Label will come to you with hits already. A lot of the things they want you to say is already pre-done. You just gotta say it over. Y'all don't know this. They'll come to you with the records already done. Just say it like this and say these things, and we'll give you this money. No, y'all don't understand how the music industry work. It work way deeper than what y'all think. A lot of these things are already created. A lot of these major hits, big hits are already done. They'll come to you. Hey, you say it like this. So moving forward, here we are in 2021, because I keep jumping back and forth from back in the days to right now, so you can kind of get a visual of what's happening on a grand scale. Look at every rapper that is on billboards. First of all, who the fuck is Bill, and why do we even care about his boards? But just look at the top 20 billboard rappers. And just listen to the content of the music. Listen to the top billboard niggas, and then listen to the top content of the music, and then listen to the streets. How many times niggas posting RIP, so and so dead, yada yada yada, niggas losing left and right.